After saving Absalom from a threat by the Whispering Tyrant and their servants festering within the grisly fair, our heroes took the fight to the Gravelands. Although they achieved victory over one of the tyrant's most powerful servants, it came at a dreadful cost, and they went their separate ways. A year has passed since then, and our heroes find themselves drawn together once again. Mysterious Harrow cards have appeared in their possession, and the cards seem drawn to one another, pulling them back to the city of Absalom. The cards want to be whole once more, but their presence and their power is not unknown to everyone. As various groups mobilize to take them for their own, our heroes will find themselves drawn to a conflict, not just with these forces, but for the fate of Golarion itself. The cards have been dealt. Welcome to Stolen Fates. Who's ready to duel? Welcome to Stolen Fate. Hi, everyone.
Oh, it should have been me. It's not fair.
But everyone
Grandpa,
is
no!
No, Grandpa, no!
My grandpa got sucked into the TV by some weird guy.
It was absolutely not Disney.
Did make a pretty cool island.
He did. Like, there's a part of me that's like, why can't we have billionaires who are fun like that? And then you find out that no, most of them are that weird. They just do boring shit with it. Anyway,
like, buy websites and then make them worse.
I think founding a space company is appropriate billionaire behavior.
Did he found it or did he buy the founder's rights?
I think I was actually referring to Bezos with his one.
Oh,
I wasn't actually referring to Elon.
The other one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to get tagged as political.
I'm talking about
you've got Juliet here.
That's not political.
No, that's true.
You have Juliet here. It's tagged political by default.
Also, I'm a VTuber,
it's kind of like a main point of study.
That and economics.
So, how's everyone's week been?
Surviving.
I got back from Adelaide and immediately got terrible work news, and it was just such an unpleasant start to the week.
Everything okay?
No, I spent 6 months trying to do a thing, and people have managed to undo it in 3 weeks.
Oh,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And it's not like there's not gonna be any like analytical benefit to it. It's just gonna be, oh, this feels better.
Yeah, and just people are like, yeah. Well, people have a tendency to shoot themselves in the foot all the time. It happens. I will say before we really dive further into things, unfortunately, Leo won't be able to make it tonight. They're unwell, as is, that happens. So, unfortunately, Whisper will be, well, not unfortunately. Whisper will be played tonight by Juliet, who will be taking control of Whisper.
This is the bad luck part. We got Zaku Prime on one relic. Like, first relic, immediately got the gold drop.
Oh, wow, really?
And this is the bad luck side of that good luck.
The wheel and woe of the D20.
No, stop. Why do I...
I mean, look, last time I played Warframe with Leo, we got Octavia Prime, like the gold drop for Octavia Prime, and for Ruda. And it's just like, mwah, beautiful. That's Warframe for those who aren't aware.
You should play Warframe. You
Warframe.
can play Warframe by going to playwarframe.com.
Ninjas play free.
Or go to
the slightly better disguised gacha game.
Matt, you should sign up for the Warframe Creator Program.
It's not that we're allowed to, it's that the creator program doesn't extend to Australian creators at this point in time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's something I've actually talked to Dwarf about. Because I was like, why aren't you in like the Warframe creator community? It's like, they don't really do it for Australia.
Same reason Paizo doesn't.
Well, no, Paizo does. I can get onto the press pack for Paizo, I just need 1,000 followers.
And that's why you should follow today.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
And drop a comment. Because it actually does help in the algorithm a little bit.
It does. It's engagement. Tell us what your favorite point of the session was.
Yeah, all that other fun stuff.
Tell me every mistake I make throughout the entire session, and how my build would be so much better if I did just a couple things different.
If you didn't play an elf, your build would be infinitely better.
Juliet, do I have to ban you from Reddit again?
I've banned myself from Reddit. It's actually going great.
It's actually going great.
Yeah, I get a lot more stuff done.
Well, and Nick, how are you? Yeah. Fair enough. So, couple of things. By way of announcements. Hi, I have a playtest out for an upcoming book called Black Powder, Magic, and Blood. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
You should pay lots of money for it.
Speaking of, I would like to thank everyone who has supported it. We're getting real close to 100 downloads already, and it's been a little bit over 2 weeks, I think now, and that's really great for a playtest. So yeah, the support has been really great for it. We are looking at the survey again, because we've had a couple of people be like, hey, we don't like surveys. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, well, it's 10 questions, but we'll look at it again, see where we can work out something a little bit better. We might end up switching to Google Forms for it instead, just because the tools there aren't as robust, but they're a little bit more open for use. Otherwise, you can always drop a comment on the Drive-Thru RPG page for Black Powder, Magic, and Blood. I don't mind, but I do understand that people do prefer their anonymity and such things, so I do understand if people don't want to involve like that. The other announcement I have, I currently don't have it displayed on the screen at the moment, but I do have a new throne goal up at the moment. It's more of a personal one that I'm doing for Christmas for myself this year. I love Deedon to death, I really do, but I think he needs an updated model. And Party Demoness, who does a lot of the reactive images for Narrative Declaration, is open for commissions at the moment. And I want to grab one for Deedon. Like, get him a new one. Just a new something shiny. I think it'd be really great. But, that one. Otherwise, actual game stuff. People leveled up to level 12. How did that go?
We did? I missed that part.
Yeah, we leveled up to level 12. It was put in the chat.
I missed that.
Sam, we've leveled up, just as an FYI.
You watched the VOD.
I did watch the VOD. It's not in the VOD.
Pretty sure I said it at the end.
It is.
Well, I watched the VOD up until I started watching the game.
I'm pretty sure you said at the end that we leveled up.
Well, it says on your character sheet that you're level 12.
Well, I can see that now that I'm actually noticing it.
So, we're probably going to skip, like, what people go for level 12, unless Bao or Illustrano want to say anything.
Start first. Mine's real quick and easy.
I got, better friends with my bird, and now we have a new thing we can do together.
Yeah.
And also, I got really good at jumping.
You can jump good?
I got 2 new jumping related feats, so I'm really excited.
Just specifically jumping?
Specifically jumping. I'm on the jumping arc of my feats. My last 3 skill feats are jumping related now. So,
Well, I will say the rooftop fight that we had in the street, where people were like leaping from roof to roof, that was pretty damn cool.
I've got more feats to do more jumping stuff.
I just got a notification. I'm going to check that later, though. Is there anything, Bao? Do you want to say anything about your level 12?
Well, I had a lot of really tough decisions to make for level 12, and all of them were absolutely just god-awful terrible. So yeah. Thank you for
Okay.
coming to my TED Talk.
All right, well, if that's the way, character introductions.
Wait, what? No.
No?
Level up.
Oh, what'd you get, Korgar?
I can become a Durgan.
Is that like a dragon but worse?
No. It's not a dragoon.
So not a horse that shoots guns.
A person riding a horse that shoots guns, and actually traditionally they would dismount from their horse and then start shooting guns. They were basically a mobile infantry.
Juliet, you're the perfect person to ask about this. Now, as far as a Pathfinder character is concerned, an awakened horse with a guy riding on top. Perfect dragoon, right? Because, like, no one expects the horse to shoot.
You know, and the horse would get 2 mechanical hands somehow.
Yeah.
Because they become bipeds. They stop being quadrupeds.
So did the horse
I think that they hold the gun in their mouth, and they just have a really dexterous tongue.
They're side mounted, and
Texas
the
Ranger or something like that.
the bit what? Making my I do select fortitude.
I am considering some class feats for the next book, though, Mount in Order, and one of them is quite literally you make your animal companion proficient in 1 weapon. They have to be specialized. They have to be specialized.
So good.
But they become proficient in a singular weapon.
Oh,
It
that's
could be martial or simple.
simple. I love that so much.
Yeah. The best bit about that is that if you give them a martial weapon or a weapon with the fanged rune on it, they can just transform back into themselves.
They can turn into a smaller version of themselves.
It's fine, it'll be great. Well, as we switch over to the map, who remembers what happened last week?
Gross misrepresentation.
We got a new base of operations.
You did!
I made a
Korgar
world.
claims he doesn't snore. I claim otherwise. I would note, how does Korgar know whether or not he snores?
Estrada, you claimed
got a
another
wife.
bedroom.
I've had to camp with that guy before.
Wait,
There was a
Korgar.
whole adventure before the before this one.
Korgar, did you
Yes.
just say you have a wife? That's why you don't snore?
Yeah, he's a grandpa, man. He's an old dude.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that one alone.
He has a wife, you know.
But yeah, no, I think like you did some fighting, but yeah,
I would not call that fighting. That
it
was
was
bullying.
fighting.
I would call that butchering. perhaps?
Bullying for
bullying.
sure.
Definitely bullying. Are we going with
Bullying.
bullying?
Yes,
What
bullying.
Illustrana was doing was butchering.
We don't know. We didn't see. That was on the roof.
Yeah.
But look, that's the kind of... Cinematically speaking, that was an awesome fight, though. Like, facing down against assassins, like, a big guy with an axe attacking from inside the smithy with a devil by their side. Meanwhile, one of the other people in the party is fighting assassins on the rooftop from their giant bird. Like, that's fucking awesome, yeah?
Hmm.
We have a cool party. What can I say?
We do have a cool party, and I'm so very proud of you.
Yeah, 4 marshals.
3.5 marshals.
Oh yeah, we've got a rogue half marshals.
Wow, okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you found Harrow Court, or it found you?
Made
Harrow
We
Harrow
Court.
Court.
believed in the heart of the cards enough, and we manifested a plane of existence.
Yep, an entirely new demiplane that did not exist before.
I hate
And
this place.
I blame wizards.
Why are you
hate
blaming
it.
wizards?
Well, I actually blame an order of like 3 or 4 different spellcasters, one of each tradition, and they got together and did it.
Oh, okay, so we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to suss out why this place exists. It could just be a random quirk of reality.
Used to find level 3 animal.
I think Nethys got bored.
Look,
I wouldn't
look.
be surprised.
Yeah, look. Nephis is involved in this. That would make sense.
Then Nethys got bored.
He was a god king for a little while, then he got bored. Waking up the next morning. You're still in Harrow Court. It's not a dream. It definitely does exist.
Yep, so just waking up having a little scream.
Where am I?
Oh no!
All right, Toadsworth. Calm
What
down
books
there.
do we have on selection here in this reading room?
Well, we have plenty of books that you can read, Illustrana.
Such as?
Well,
Aminal.
they gesture to the shelves of books. Just pick one.
I look at the spines of the books. Do they have titles on their spines?
Yeah, you do actually recognize a lot of these titles and from books from your home, like back in Kyonin.
Like my house specifically?
Like the libraries and stuff like that. But dude, some of them do look familiar to you.
Okay. What is the most obscure language that I recognize? I speak Common, Chthonian, Demonic, Diabolic, Elven, and Fae.
Do you
say
find
the
a
word.
book on demons for Chthonic?
Mm-hmm.
Do you open the book?
Sure.
Have you read the book before?
I mean, I've read a lot of books on demons, probably.
Give me a society check. Or a religion check. It is up to you.
Oh. Add 2 to that. I would have used my religion.
Fair enough. Well, with the 28, you're kind of skimming it a little bit, and you realize that this isn't quite the same book. Like, it is as if this book is written based upon your experiences and memories.
Who does it say the author is?
No, Matt, is this an AI-generated library? We have to burn this place down.
Who does it say the author is, Matt?
It would be an author that you remember.
Yada.
God, yeah, right.
Hacking into my brain. What a powerful wizard. I blame wizards.
Dodds will be like, so, you're finding everything to your satisfaction? As they're getting out a little breakfast platter out for you.
Out of curiosity, what's the most obscure dish that you know how to prepare, Dodds?
You can prepare a very interesting rabbit stew.
Okay.
It's exotic because I need the Rabbit Prince's help with it.
Well, that's interesting. Well,
It's
completely
thinking it's a
vegetarian.
big bath and then starts cutting up carrots and whistling.
How dare you call me out like this, Nick? How dare you?
I'm sorry, I know exactly what you're thinking.
But, I should reiterate, the more cards that you bring to Harrow Court, the better things will get here.
Illustron is just gonna pocket the book that she's got. She wants to test something when she leaves.
Test to see if it's still real.
Yeah!
Well, Bao, what are you doing?
Food.
Food?
I'm in the kitchen.
Are you cooking yourself, or...?
Cooking for myself, yes, I know your tricks, wizard.
Would you like some assistance?
Jesus.
No, Dodds.
Duds. No, I'm good. I use this to sort of de-stress after terrible situations have happened.
Very well then.
I had a question though. Okay. Just sort of.
Yes?
Yeah.
What
I'm gonna
question do
ask
you have
you
for me?
not to do that in particular.
Do what?
Appear behind me like an eagle. Matthew. So this whole place is card based, right?
It's more a metaphysical representation of the cards.
So a
But
house of
something
cards.
exists because we have the cards.
Exactly.
So what happens if we don't have the cards?
Well, if Harrow Court is claimed by a new order, then they would be the order.
So everything would keep existing?
Potentially. I can't answer those questions, unfortunately. I might simply cease to exist.
Okay, so like bringing people back here, that's a no-no, yeah?
Oh no, you can bring people back here.
You literally just said that you don't know what happens if bad things go wrong.
Well, no, I mean, you can bring people back here. They can live in the village. They could potentially live their entire lives here. But if I don't foresee an instance in which reality would cease to exist, or at
Okay,
least this
so, like-
reality.
If we're holding a card
Correct.
and we leave this place,
Correct. Yes.
does whatever we're holding cease to exist?
No.
Okay.
It kind of
That's-
gets added to this demi-plane.
Okay.
Though, if you so wish, you can stop certain cards from working here if that is your desire.
No. That's better. Okay. Thank you, Dodds.
You're welcome.
Would you like anything?
I can't think of anything. Existence is kind of new to me. I'm sorry.
I make some, pretty decent bow, and I just hand him one before he evaporates.
Alright.
Shaped bow buns.
He kind of lifts it to his face, and the plate just kind of opens up. And he just puts it into the empty cavity there, and then closes the faceplate again.
That's
been
just
around.
gonna get moldy in there.
Bow's been around long enough that that's not even, top 10 concern.
Thank you. Now to find out if I digest things or not.
I hope so. They're pretty good.
It does feel pleasing inside my head.
God!
Those were words that Matt spoke aloud.
Why does that make me feel better about Dodds and worse about the castle, the whole castle situation?
Do you require anything else, pal?
No, I'm just gonna do this and then go find the others, so you continue doing what you do.
Very well. Borgar,
Yes.
what are you doing? You were kind of in a fugue state for, the last little while.
I got 8 bags.
I'm sorry, what?
As I get to the kitchen, I start coughing horrifically, and cough up a card, it seems. And I hand it to Bao.
I don't want this. Why would you give me this? I just saw you cough it up. I'm not touching that.
I'm not quite sure how it got down my throat. But it's
Which
yours now.
card?
The Joker.
That can just stay on the table, I assume, where he put it.
The Joker or a Joker?
Or the Fool,
Why
if that's
so
more your
serious?
preference.
What, the carnival?
No,
I think it
just
just means
you,
like a
right?
regular card.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
not a Harrow card.
It's actually from the obscure TCG he plays.
Immortal Wars. Wait, what was the other one that I came up with?
Did write it down.
Arcana the Confluence, made by Littoral Mages.
There we go.
You know, elves invented Arcana the Confluence, actually.
Yeah, they also invented being shit at it.
That's none of my business.
Oh god, it makes so much sense. Littoral, elves, Juliet, it's all coming together.
It was for
Unable
cutting
to
plan
use
all
Littoral
along.
lore in their sailing campaign, Juliet has now
I'm
made
sorry,
a card
what?
game.
I used it a good 5 or 6 times.
Yes!
Not as much as your navigation lore.
I
no,
did not.
Someone was the actual navigator for the ship, so
Yeah.
it kind of made sense. Well,
Could have just stuck us to the coastlines.
Bao, you're cooking breakfast / brunch,
Sure.
and poor guy, you're just kind of hanging out as well.
Holgar is having a bowl of bran flakes. With milk, obviously. This is an old man. He's gotta have his fiber intake.
Would you like something to go with your bran flakes?
I grab the strawberries that are next to me.
Very good.
All done. Thank you very much, weird robot.
Hey, be nice to Dodds.
He just starts
Yes,
cleaning
but
up
he
the
appears
floor.
behind me in a weirder way than Whisper does.
Whisper at this moment is just combing Korgar's hair with her own hair.
No, stop.
Hey, cool, I've lost my appetite.
Consent.
See, I just realized that would be the worst thing, wouldn't it?
notice.
Like, you ask a question of Dodds, and Dodds appears behind you. So you turn to, like, ask the question. And then you just feel someone behind you, and it's Whisper. And just like, fuck.
Why is my token moving?
What?
Ah! My token's moving on its own!
For some reason, I don't know why, but I lost control of my token.
Oh, give me a second. Configure ownership.
It's fine. I'm
Take
fine
away
now.
ownership. There we go. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
You're both appearing in different places in the castle.
Fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. What? There we go.
You good now? This is
No,
why
I wanted to go
on
on the I wanted to go over the bridge.
See, I just hope that when Leo gets back, I've done a significantly good enough job of being Whisper, and that in fact includes turning the creepiness up to 11.
Yeah.
I strive to be as good at Whisper as I was at Mosh.
Well, Dodds will kind of eventually go, so, what is everyone's plans for the day? Anything I can assist with? It is my duty to serve.
I
I
know
do not
this is
want to
gonna-
go find that publican card.
This is gonna sound awkward, Dodds. Could we just have like a brief conversation by ourselves, and then call you back?
Certainly.
Thank you.
How does he disappear, Matt? Does he
Um,
just dematerialize, or does he levitate backwards?
It looks very similar to a teleportation effect. Kind of just going invisible.
Got it. Wave transition effect.
Yeah.
Very 2000s.
So, anyone else having a little freak out, or just me on this level?
Well, I think that there's something wrong with the books in this dimension. I don't think they're actual books. I think that they're fake.
Do they all say lorem ipsum?
No, they don't. They don't in fact have just a bunch of fake Elvish in them.
I'm glad that you're focusing on the little things right now. However, let's just take a step back from that, and we're apparently in charge of a kingdom.
Well,
That's not
you
quite
know,
that large of a responsibility.
it's not really a kingdom. I would say it's more of like a duchy.
Yes,
or
semantics
a
are exactly
barony.
what the problem is here.
Well, it's just that a kingdom would be much bigger. We really only have control of like a village and a castle.
I
And
heard
there aren't
a
any
story
battle automata. This place is lame.
a long time ago about a guy getting a kingdom because someone from a lake threw a sword at him, and I thought that was pretty buck wild. But we literally just have some cards that we didn't even get ourselves, and
Well, we
apparently
got
we're in
two
charge
of them
a kingdom.
ourselves.
I don't know if
governed
that last
itself
one
quite well
counts.
before we got here. I don't see any reason why we need to govern it, if it can govern itself.
I will say it doesn't really seem to be like an actual kingdom insofar as it's more just like a really big house that has a lot of fake people in it to serve us.
I definitely don't like that last part.
Yeah, you're taking this a bit of a selfish approach.
What are we gonna do?
Find more cards.
Why?
It would seem that, well,
Because they're fun.
there seems to be a mystery afoot, and the best way to investigate it probably involves getting more cards.
I do wish we had someone who knew what was going on, even the littlest bit.
Well, maybe the rabbit prince fellow that's running around in the bushes knows more, but I doubt it, considering that the brass dwarf who works over there doesn't seem to know very much either.
Matt, what
Yes.
would I need to roll for knowledge on the rabbit prince?
Fortune teller lore?
Try again.
Law.
Harrow lore?
Oh, I've got that.
Try again.
Fortune teller.
Or I want to say occult? Untrained improvisation. Oh yeah.
Saving the day again.
Illustrano. From your 30 on fortune telling lore, I can let you know that there are legends, shall we say, of there used to be a demiplane that was based on the Harrow,
Oh, okay.
but it was like a large world-sized demiplane.
Okay.
And the different suits ruled their own kingdoms or their own areas. And each of the individual cards had their own, like, they were in many ways their own gods, so their own demigods. Something happened to it, however, and it kind of just ceased to exist.
Do I have like a date on when something may have happened to it? Would it line up with like Aridin kicking the bucket?
No, it was only like a decade ago.
Okay. That's like yesterday, man.
Well, like last week.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you remember it then?
It's like 7 minutes ago in dog years. I don't know.
Something like that.
Wait.
The immortal dog years.
Hey,
Few
Matt.
people, yeah.
How do I experience time, regularly or as dog years? Because that makes my age so much worse.
Look, I don't even want to broach that.
Help.
I mean, you just still experience time day to day. You did this to yourself.
I did. I didn't think things through.
You know, I remember there was, roundabout I want to say maybe 10 years ago or something, I heard tell of a like sort of demi-plane based on the Harrow. One of my good friends is really into sort of all that fortune telling and such. She taught me what I know about it, and she was always going on about it. And then, like, one day she was like really disappointed and it was gone apparently, and then I was being a bitch by not caring enough about the fact that a whole demi-plane had gone up in smoke. It was a large fight.
Tragic.
Does she have a prevalence for the color black?
Well,
And or, as the kids these days say, bod mods.
I don't think any kids say that ever.
Kolga, I don't think anyone said that ever.
Skibbity-dee.
Indeed. Ohio.
Kolga, you sound insane. Is everything okay?
Could you
I heard
imagine that they added that as a language?
I think,
Children.
I think all our talks about putting Kolgar in a home are finally coming to fruition.
We finally figured out the protein language.
Oh.
Gen Z.
First
Oh
off,
god, that just aged myself.
that is
Go on.
Gen Alpha, not Gen Z, I would point out.
Yes.
Terribly sorry. I forget we had to start over again.
Anyway,
We only started with letters at X. I don't know why we started with letters at X. But before then they had like cool names, like the Greatest Generation.
anyway, what's the plan? I mean, you're
Bao
all in
wanted
the
to
middle.
get the publican card
Listen,
so
yes,
that Bao
I,
could go drink at a tavern.
I feel like that would be handy. However, I'm just concerned about the complete lack of knowledge that we currently possess.
Well, if we take it one step at a time, do we think that if we leave this place and find another person who's holding the cards, if they're nice, we can just say, oh, well, nice to meet you, have a nice day, here's what we know, and maybe they'll tell us some information that we may not know about the cards. And if they're mean, we could get a new card by killing them. So I'm just not really seeing where there's like a moral downside to getting a new card.
No,
Korga,
no-
I think I understand what you're always going on about, like these booster packs. I think I understand the appeal now.
Fresh card smell is the best scent. Pulls one out of beard, pops them, puts it back.
How did I miss that?
It's in a
Okay.
necklace hidden underneath the beard. It's fine. It's where he keeps his best deck.
My 3 blue-eyes white dragons.
something
White
also
dragons don't exist anymore.
occurred to me.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm just gonna do a real quick hold of my holy symbol and prayer,
Yeah.
and see if I can reach my god from here.
You're just kind of after the thumbs up again?
Eh.
Yeah, you get the thumbs up.
Okay, so this is
You're not cut off.
this is not one of those kind of situations. Wonderful.
No. You're not imprisoned here.
Oh, right.
Although we can't leave to
Yeah, we-
anywhere we want. We have to go to a very specific
Look,
location.
It's not
Gorum's
my
death's
fault.
gonna change the meta. Oh, real big. Think Red Mantis is also gonna be banned from this season now.
Hey, Dodds.
1 second. Have to switch back to it.
He takes a while to load sometimes.
Better than some other, red
Yes.
AI that I know.
Better? I don't think so. What do you mean, yes? You're not
You-
here.
you
Oh,
called?
there you are.
Appearing behind Betonius.
Okay. Oh, hey.
Wow, he can spin. He can spin birds. That's impressive.
Butonius has to look at him.
See, I'm just imagining Betonius doing the budgie thing, where they kind of grab onto the perches and hang upside down.
We're ready to go find another card.
Oh, very well then. I should also inform you the carnival is open.
Great.
Don't particularly like carnivals. Our last experience didn't go too well.
Kind of a trauma sitting point.
Yeah, what with the dragon and the undead.
The fighting.
I could see how that would be very annoying for you.
And then my bird dying 2 days later.
Activate!
Do you have, Duds, any
Yes.
Suggestions vis-a-vis which way we should go?
I mean, not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, I think if we're looking for, Bao, you wanted to get the pub? Or the publican?
Correct.
What suit is that in? Illustrana would know. Juliet doesn't know.
Publican. I'm trying to remember.
Charisma, I believe, is
I believe it's-
stars.
Pumpkin star. It is in the stars.
Yes.
Good work, Kogar.
Con.
Oh, that
X,
looks lovely.
Charisma, strength, intelligence.
Can we
Yeah.
like see that this looks absolutely awful
Well,
through the portal?
if you want to kind of examine what is beyond the portal without going through,
I would love to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
don't mind me, just had to find it.
That one's looking a bit cold.
Stars. As you peer through the portal, you see a vast landscape of grassy rolling hills.
Oh, that's way better than what it looks like.
That's way better than what it looks like on the map. Looks
Right?
awful on the map.
It's almost like I can't really change the image on And the last time I dropped more than like 3 or 4 animations at once, the entire thing broke.
Oh, these are like... Okay, so the
So
map
it
is
looks like
currently
sort of a green hill zone, you'd say?
the outer
Kind
realm.
of. Kind of sparse trees.
Gotta go fast.
Don't worry, I got the
Alright,
reference.
let's hop in.
Let's
let me,
go.
let me select all my people. My small army.
Have fun storming the castle. And this is where I do.
Whoa, this looks like it's going to have some sort of overland travel segment. What are these? What are these faces?
They are markers upon the map, or kind
Okay.
of features that you can see off in the distance.
Well, guess we're going to follow the road then.
I'll be flying above everybody. Probably about 60 feet up. Just
Well-
sort of circling.
We probably should have gotten a horse and cart.
I don't
Oh,
think
and
it
I'm
would
gonna
have gotten up those stairs.
As we leave, I'm gonna check my book that I stole. Is it still there? That I put
You
in my
still have
pocket?
the book, but the contents are now empty. And it's kind of just a blank journal.
Okay.
Infinite writing books.
Interesting.
Infinite books! We'll just grab them, bring them here, and sell them as blank journals. Perfect money making.
Ugh, you know me, I'm always looking to break an economy.
As you arrive, a couple of things happen. First, you find yourself at the end of a road, as if a highway or some sort of trail was unfinished.
End of the line.
And I will get people to do survival/knowledge checks.
Would nature be an applicable check?
Nature would work. Sorry, Koga, I've got to move you.
Could I reach down and like do like a cool like taste of the dirt to get my super taster bonus on this?
Wow.
You know what? Yes, because I know the area you're in.
Wow.
Radical.
Rolled a 2.
32.
And Bao used a hero point. 32, really? Really? Alright.
On a 6. I'm good at
I
survival.
can't be bothered for a hero point.
Not for something like this?
No.
Honestly, fair. Illustrano.
Yep.
As you kind of taste the dirt, you notice kind of hints of ash.
Like
Not
the tree or...
Well, like a burned tree.
Mm.
And as you kind of look over the landscape, you believe that you're just outside of the forest of Ibaria.
And on the grand map of Golarion, where is that?
A little bit to the west is Brevoy.
Oh,
words.
Pathfinder.
I believe close to the River Kingdoms.
Okay. Map of Golarion.
So, well east of Absalom.
Thank you.
Like half a continent away, if not most of the continent away.
That is actually
by Brevoy. Which forest?
The Ibarian. Iobaria. Hey, Lakutos. Good to see you.
Bow.
I can't find it, but I'll check later.
Well, time to get trundling along.
I will tell everyone else that
Oh, the portal's closed.
Yep. As you kind of look around and try to get your bearings, 1, the portal has closed. 2, Illustrano. We're all being watched.
Oh, okay. By whom? Do I see, or do I just sort of feel that I'm being watched?
Kind of just figures in the hill. Just people.
Okay.
They don't. They're just kind of watching you for now.
Okay.
If you wish to get their attention, you can. Otherwise, you see a giant stone head off in the distance.
Oh, hell yeah, Olmec.
Damn, he beat me to it.
Just kind of from gauging, you'd expect a couple of hours travel at the very least.
Well, I will transform.
Transform and roll out.
Yeah, I will transform. Spellcasting.
You can cast spells. I thought this was an all-martial party. Was I lied to?
Can cast focus spells just like druid, like monks can.
Ah, okay.
Do I have spell check?
I'd be nervous for a moment there.
Untamed form. I will take the. Do I want to be flying? No, I'll be on the ground.
I'll be keeping an eye on them. Those people that are watching us.
Well, I guess the bigger question for you, Illustrator, is do you take to the air?
Yes, I would.
As you
I
do,
will be a bear.
be a bear.
Bears. Fun.
As you take to the air, you notice that the people watching you are actually centaurs.
Oh, okay.
I can't be a horse, and it upsets me.
I'm just trying to think mount form as a spell, but I feel like that would be used badly.
Deer. Deer has 50-foot move speed. How fast is Bow?
I can get to 30 foot.
Okay.
I think Whisper's got like a 50-foot move speed or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go deer form, and Bow can ride on my back, and then we can all move at a 50-foot day pace.
But walkies.
Oh my god, that's right. There we go.
I highlighted
4
where on
resistances.
Earth we are. That's the general area. It's in the Stolen Fates discussion.
Yeah, no, roughly. You're about right.
Yep. Alrighty.
I actually pointed to the map there and was like, yeah, no, you'd be around here.
Nice.
Yeah.
We move at a 50-foot overland speed to the thing.
Start making your way.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah,
do start getting a little bit closer. I thought you said a deer.
That is what it. That is you.
That is
I didn't
clearly a
choose-
moose.
It's in the deer family.
I
It's
didn't
a
choose
billet.
the token. The token chose itself.
You didn't choose the moose life. It chose you.
No, I didn't choose the moose life either.
As you make your way closer to the giant stone head? Skull? You're unsure. You all notice that the centaurs are keeping pace. They're keeping their distance, but they are definitely keeping an eye on you.
Someone
And-
thought it'd be a good idea to let them be fast and large.
Eventually, one of them breaks out from the rest of the group and starts to ride towards all of you. No weapons
Okay.
drawn.
Okay.
I'll fly down as they approach. Sort of lazily spiral down to land.
Lazily spiral down.
Uh-huh.
I want that specific picture. I don't want the... I'm good. Yeah, here's the picture.
That's
Why
How'd she get
her
her hair to stay like that?
why are her eyes going in two separate
I
directions?
was about to say, there's something off of her eyes. I can't figure it out.
They are indeed going 2 separate directions. One is looking straight at the screen. The other one's looking well ahead.
That is not how I'd want anyone like in charge of horse going.
That's just how people's eyes are sometimes.
The
It's
worst
kind
part
of
is,
rude.
I don't know if it's
Ah.
intentional or not.
No, I don't think it is.
We're gonna go with unintentional. They do not have a lazy eye, because I agree, having a leader of a centaur tracking party, that would be weird.
Well, from
Discrimination.
their vision is not great.
This is the party that was not meant to find anything. They were just sent out to the like calmest part of the forest.
And they find a moose.
I see these travelers.
Well,
come
why
through a
are we
portal.
assuming that they sent their leader to come talk to us? This could just be their like newest recruit, you know? Like a
this is-
little bit of hazing the newbie.
Sacrificial Jim?
So we have a fluff ball on top of the large moose and a big eagle in the sky.
I am not
The
riding you.
eagle has landed.
No?
No. Why?
Really?
Walkies.
And,
The eagle
and
has
also
landed?
and also it's a hawk, not an eagle.
Yeah, whatever. Falcon.
Different bird of prey.
Turn back to my humanoid form.
Look, you're not a booby, so it doesn't matter.
Ah,
Hey, it's not my fault people made made birds have funny names.
My favorite bird gotta be the tit.
They are quite cute.
honestly, I like peacocks.
Oh god.
All right.
Hello.
So we were doing a funny thing, and then you were like, "I like bird."
I seem to be ruining a lot of those jokes recently. But the centaur comes riding up to walking,
No, striding.
Galloping?
galloping, there we go.
I would say striding is an appropriate term.
Prancing?
No, it's a little bit too fast for prancing.
Cantering.
Okay.
Canter could work or gallop, but she comes up to all of you, and she starts to say something in Sylvan before
A language.
a language.
Faye, you mean?
That's right. Because
I clock it, whatever she says.
This was written pre-remaster, so I'm having to convert the names as they come up.
I clock it. I speak Faye.
Well, she says in Fey, hello, who are you?
Hi, I'm Illustrana. We are a group of adventurers, and we happen to be looking for magical cards. Specifically, magical cards of the Harrow that are very powerful. Now, if you have any of those, and you think that you will be able to take ours from us, know that we are heavily armed and well skilled. Otherwise, if you're not trying to like kill us or otherwise harm us, hi, how are you? And I respond all of that in Faye.
Give me a diplomacy check. Wait, Korga doesn't know Faye?
No.
Oh my god. You have a hero point. There we go.
Talk to some
There we go,
weirdo creatures
5.
from some
I
stupid
have
world.
not rolled above a 10 this entire session, I'd point out.
I don't... Magic cards?
I know, right?
I'll pull out.
you
I'll
some
pull out
sort-
mine.
Are you a raiding party?
No, we don't intend to raid.
And her hand's
Again.
kind of reaching to a spear that she has.
Moose.
Hey, don't suppose either of you two chuckles speak Talon?
I speak Talden. You know I speak Talden.
Okay, because whatever you're speaking doesn't seem to be doing great work. Hi,
funny words.
we're
Billy.
friendly.
Just no recognition on her face. She just kind of...
She doesn't speak Talden, it would appear.
Son of a bitch.
Anyways, and I switch back to Faye. Listen, I see you reaching for your weapon, and I understand, we are intimidating looking. I would caution you against that plan of action, and, because frankly, we mean you no harm, and, yeah, so we are not trying to hurt you or your group of people. So, yeah.
She switches to Elven.
Speak that one too.
Yeah,
Pointy
I hope
ears
so.
give it away.
But she says, in kind of hopes that more of you will understand. Unfortunately, the only other person in the party who speaks Elven is Whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're dead.
We're just very concerned because you kind of showed up from nowhere from a magic portal.
Yes, we did do that. Do you have something against magical portals?
No, I
I'm
was
s-
mostly just curious, and then I saw a dwarf turn into a deer.
We're
think
from
that's a deer?
Absalom. I don't know if you know where Absalom is.
Is it in Brevoy?
No, it's in the big ocean or the inner sea to the south. I don't know if you've heard of it. Southeast or southwest.
I mostly run
Big
the
city.
hill- Okay.
Bunch of weirdos like us there. I was just trying to point out that this is something that's a lot more normal where we're from, and we apologize for not necessarily being accustomed to all of your culture.
Oh no, that's fine. We just we don't often get strangers around here. But
Have you seen any other strangers around here?
yes. Give me a diplomacy check.
Whisper is just giving supportive thumbs up in the background to aid me.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't believe in your dice, though.
That's a successful aid from Whisper.
Yeah.
So I get to add a +1.
Why do you imagine Korgar, when munching grass, then turns back into a dwarf? It just instantly turns into like a single strand of wheat or something.
Jesus Christ.
Roll above a 10.
A 4, then a 5.
Again, not above a 10 this entire session.
Cool.
Speak a language.
Well, there have been giants in the area. We haven't seen them for a while, however. But if you keep heading the way you're going to go to the mall.
The what? The maw?
The mall
As in
of
the
Koth.
mouth?
Yes, it's a old Cyclopean ruin.
Good word.
Are there Cyclopses there now?
We haven't scouted it that way for a while. We saw giants
Fair
coming
enough.
down from the north, and we went to the hills.
Is there anything that, while we're in the area, do you need any, like, favors or anything?
Oh no, we're just concerned for your safety.
We'll be fine. We're, again, very well armed.
Well,
Yeah, have you seen these massive antlers?
well, that's fine. I will leave you to it. I will let you know, though, if you keep following the road to the east, past the moor, there is a giant stone hag on a hill.
Okay.
We're just keeping away from it because it appeared a couple of days ago.
So it's a new giant stone. Okay.
Right.
And it appeared a couple of days ago. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Would consider that a bad omen.
Yeah, generally. Well, if you guys, if that's everything from you guys, we'll stay out of your hair, and just look for our card.
Well, if I see any magic cards, I'll see if I can find you.
That would be wonderful. They look like this, and I pull out my card.
She
Like that.
leans in close and examines it and goes, "Yep, no, that's certainly a card."
And it's magical. This is what... So they may have, like, different front parts, and then the back parts should all look like this. The back parts
Oh.
are all identical across all of our cards, right?
Correct.
Oh, radical.
None of them have been marked. Also, you having a good look at the backs of these for the first time, it's a unique design as well. You haven't seen it before on a different Harrow deck.
Radical. Perf. Alright. Well, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's in that hag. But, I'll let you guys,
We feel that.
get, your, enjoy your scouting in the plains. Have a nice day.
Okay, well, we wish you luck. And she rides back to her group and they kind of go away.
So I talk to my party in Talden and I say, well, so there's some giants in the area.
neat.
There's a giant stone cyclops maw up ahead. And then past that, there's a giant stone hag that showed up a couple of days ago, and I'm pretty sure that that is where our next card is. Just considering that most of this card stuff seems to have happened in the nebulous time of a couple days ago, it seems like the giant stone hag appearing out of nowhere probably to do with our cards that we're hunting.
Oh, that's reasonable.
It would make sense.
So are we heading towards the giant stone hag?
Well, that's the way the road goes. so-
Yeah, but like, Matt, are we heading towards the giant stone hag?
Right.
Okay.
So, if you notice, Cyclopean head, that's supposed to be a
Oh.
hag's head.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
I thought it was like a goblin.
Yeah.
A goblin.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some pretty large elevation you've got there.
So, we're
Are
just
you able
gonna-
to breathe up there?
Oh, she's 60 miles in the air.
so
I
we're
don't know
just
how
gonna-
Puddles is 5 miles in the air. That's, I think, even more impressive.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
So do we skip the Cyclops thing and go straight to the card, or?
Well, I mean, if you guys want to poke around a Cyclops thing, it's giants, so it's either pretty hit or miss whether or not they want to kill us. In my experience.
We should totally go check it.
Check it out.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Well, Illustrana, you're our resident scout.
I'm scouting.
Give me a perception check and roll above a 10.
Oh,
I believe in
you're
you.
asking a lot from me, Matt.
I'm not being accused.
I've never believed in you before in my life. You're no scat of ass.
So,
I can't do it, Matt. Miss, you can't. I can't.
just, it's not gonna happen.
Not
Marksman
happening this
perception.
session.
Can't
Come
see
back
beyond the
next
nose.
session. Let me roll for Whisper. See if Whisper can do any better. Oh yeah, Whisper.
Well.
Whisper's got a 30.
Yeah, but doesn't really have your aerial view. You all kind of see the giants as you approach. Illustrana, you're kind of have a little bit of trouble seeing them.
There's
It's
a bit
not
of
that they're-
a cloud.
It's not just that, they're not exactly hiding in the moor, but they're definitely underneath it. Because
Hmm.
the stone head kind of acts as a gate for the road.
Okay.
So the moor
like
slash
a-
jaw is
like-
kind of hollow.
Toll deal.
Kind of, yeah. And the two giants are just kind of in the moor. So, do you want to take a closer look?
Yeah,
Well, we gotta head that way if we want to stick to the road.
They don't look well.
They look fine.
Just gonna turn to Korgar. Friends of yours?
Do I know anything about giants, Matt?
Wait, for once, no one picked up Jodin.
Matt, I don't have any intelligence. I can't do languages.
No, it's just
It wasn't in the recommended, I don't think.
it's just one of those weird ones that I've noticed people tend to pick up a lot.
I pick it up because a lot of times it's in the fucking guides.
Yeah, it's in the guides, and then there are no giants.
Or like all of the giants speak common.
Well,
It was like it was like that
Okay,
with
there
the gnolls in Alkenstar. All of the gnolls spoke common.
Well, as you kind of approach, they're praying in their giant tongue, or it definitely seems like praying or meditating.
Question, Matt.
Yes.
Would I have refocused as we traveled?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. I am not going to be a big move. Dragon.
Dragon. And at one point, one of them does look to you, kind of scoffs a little, and before going back to their prayers. Or meditations, it's unsure.
This seems fine.
So, players, what are you doing?
Hello.
Burr walks up to this one, just sort of walking.
One of them kind of stops their prayers and says something in Jotun, and the other one chuckles a little bit.
We're just making sure that it's fine to pass through.
The other one kind of rolls their eyes. And looks slightly agitated.
Let me see if they speak Elvish. Do you speak Elvish? Worth a shot. The centaur spoke Elvish.
I'm just gonna, like, excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Keep doing
Illustrana is just gonna fly over top of them.
Sorry. Oh, that seems fine.
Whisper just runs up the walls around them.
Yeah.
I shall also fly over the top of them.
Did Korgar turn into a dragon?
Did turn into a dragon.
It's not a cool picture for the dragon.
Aww.
It did not apply. I am an adamantine dragon.
Okay, radical. Let's continue on to the witch.
Yeah, let's keep walking.
How far away is the witch, Matt?
It'll probably be, well, if you're taking on your travel forms, probably only going to be like 2 or 3 hours.
Alright, I will change back to something using form control. So it lasts 4 hours. Lasts for an hour.
It's a travel form. You're fine. Look at you all being nice and stuff.
What do you mean, us being nice and stuff? What, just not randomly attacking 2 guys who seemed to be in some sort of religious ritual?
Well, no, there's actually things in there if you annoy them too much.
And it got that vibe.
Yeah.
Well, we're not part of the Pathfinder Society. I don't really have any reason to annoy them.
They didn't have cards.
Thank you for the shout out, Grogan.
I love Korgar as a tiny moose.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
If this is mostly just an uninterrupted walk down the road, like, Bao is having the best day.
Well, a steep, bare hillside that at first seems evince odd patterns of erosion reveals itself upon closer observation to have been carved to resemble a long, narrow face. Two small shallow caves look out over the ancient road partway up the carved hillside, resembling nothing so much as empty eye sockets above a narrow spur of rock that evokes imagery of an almost beak-like nose. What appears to be a third cave sits near the ground, yet the stalactite and stalagmite-adorned opening seems to have been blocked from within by an immense round boulder carved to resemble an eye.
Must be.
I'm just gonna peek in those eye holes.
The two
can
eye socket
fly.
caves are empty.
Okay. Do they connect?
They do not connect.
So they're just sort of divots.
A little bit, yeah. Pretty deep, but
Face dimples.
Well, that's boring. All I'm saying is that if I had a secret base, I'd have a bedroom up here.
look, speaking as someone who spent way too many hours playing Minecraft, I would absolutely have lava spilling out from the eyes. Just saying.
Well, that's my emergency trap defense, is that lava.
Quick, griefers, pull the lever!
They can't grief me if I grief myself first.
Well, people can do an occultism check. Otherwise, what else are you doing to investigate this massive stone edifice?
Well, I'm always looking for traps, just so you know.
There are no traps that you can see.
And then...
God immediately went into Hero Quest for a second then. Wow, that was weird. I searched the room for doors. There are no hidden doors in this room.
I'm gonna gather my party before venturing forth.
Right.
How like does the boulder look so heavy that we couldn't move it, or does it look like we could probably move it? I mean, we're pretty beefy.
Are you going to examine the eyeball?
Yeah. You want a perception check for that?
Is this boulder thing, Matt? Is there a gap for a tiny creature to pass through?
Ooh.
Roll. Bang.
Just once. Just once, Illustrata. Over
Nope.
a 10. Refuse?
It's not my section. It's not my section
rude
today.
issues.
You know what? I'm not gonna talk anymore.
Just don't roll.
Um,
Can't fail if you don't try.
Examining the eyeball, you notice that you
Whisper's
can...
looking at it.
See, Whisper does okay. Examining the eyeball, particularly for Whisper, you notice that you can actually rotate the eye somewhat. Not enough to actually remove it from the mouth. The stalagmite-type teeth are kind of holding it in place. But you can move the boulder-like eye so as it looks like it's looking in different directions.
We can rotate it. I think this might be some sort of puzzle.
Room for squeakers.
As you kind of step away from the boulder-like eye, it readjusts itself so it is looking center again. It kind of has that horrible stone grinding sound that comes with it as well.
Neat.
Times like these, I wish I was using a pickaxe as my weapon. Then I could just mine the rock.
Whisper will also notice the dried blood on the stalactites.
Oh. Someone bled here.
Oh, wait, tights hang down, so they're the ceiling ones, right?
It's both. So stalagmites and stalactites.
But
All
how
right.
do you get on the
I
ones
think
on the
that
ceiling?
we could just break off
Stalagmites.
those like teeth things and then just move it out.
Well, how do people... If someone wants to do an occult check...
Whisper will. She's
Occult?
knowledgeable about the occult, I think.
Fortune-telling lore or Harrow lore?
Okay. There you go.
Oh, wait.
Now you roll
Whisper.
the 19.
That's
Oh.
Whisper. That's Whisper. You know I'm not.
Now you roll the 19.
Oh, there we go. There's a 16. That's my first one.
I will... no, it's a bit too specific, this.
Heal and woe.
As you all kind of examine it, particularly you, Illustrano, this appears to be a depiction of the Silent Hag.
Mm-hmm.
And quite often the Silent Hag is invoked in the Harrow when forging blood contracts,
Yep.
particularly involving secrets.
Mm-hmm. Do we think that maybe might be some sort of puzzle to do with secrets? I mean, this is sort of the blind hag, which has a thing to do with blood pacts and secrets.
The blind hag?
Oh, the silent hag, sorry.
Doesn't look very blind. She's got a huge eye.
Yeah, sorry, I mixed it up. I was thinking about something else.
Blinding Pathfinder Society agents.
Off in the distance, you see wayfinders.
Oh god!
Quickly.
And it's not just whispers.
So do we tell it a secret and then give it some blood?
Maybe. Do you want to try, Bao?
Not really, no.
Alright, so, my idea is that we break the teeth and then we just roll the boulder out of the mouth.
Eh?
Alright, I'm gonna roll an athletics check to try to break these teeth with
Go
a
for it.
crowbar.
No one wants to give up their blood?
Athletics check.
How much time do you want to put into this?
Like we have somewhere better to be.
Yeah.
I want to be home before tea.
We need a card to be able to get back home.
No, I think we can just assemble our cards whenever we want.
Okay.
Yeah. And, like, say, I believe in the heart of the cards, and then we go home.
You do
My
start
token
making...
is just stuck as a moose.
I can
Moose.
I can drag Korgar back on if you like.
No.
You good as a moose? Well,
Yeah.
it takes about an hour and you've made a little bit of progress. These stalactites are deceptively strong, even when using a crowbar.
Okay.
I would like to start spinning the eyeball.
I require an athletics check.
I'm gonna tell Matt
Hey.
a secret.
I have the Juliet's disease.
I'm being told a secret. Korgar, as you tell it a secret, Bao, moving the eye becomes a little bit easier.
Oh, rad.
Bye, Juliet.
Unfortunately, the 21 for your athletics will not be enough to move the eyeball all the way.
Yeah, that's...
But you do get the feeling that a full rotation is possible.
Do I
help?
see Korgar telling it a secret?
I mean, I don't know, do you?
Like, not necessarily hearing, but are you, like, making it...
I
Are
would
you
have
secretly telling
walked
it a
up and
secret?
whispered it.
Ki-
Why do I still have this freaking battle axe?
Well, we can't throw it away. That's
Yeah.
loot.
What if
It
he
has
wants
to
it
be
back
disarmed
sometime?
first.
Keep telling it secrets, I guess.
But
No.
I mean, Bao, if you want to try to rotate it again with my help, I can put down the crowbar.
Yeah.
All right. We 37, Matt.
37. And Bao is aiding.
Yep.
Yeah.
With that aid, you manage to rotate the eyeball. It is a horrible grinding sound that it issues from it. And for a little while there, it absolutely kind of sounds like nails on chalkboard. And it kind of occurs to you that if you had some oil or something to lubricate it, it would be a lot easier. But you managed to rotate it around the full way.
Blood.
Spit on it.
And hopefully this will let me drop it there. There we go.
Oh, cool.
The Silent Hag.
Great.
The Silent Hag. Wait. The Stars' wisdom. We were looking for charisma.
No, it turns out Stars was the correct one.
Oh. So, just want to keep going through this portal.
As you examine the niche, you do in fact find the Silent Hag card. You also find a small stone coffer.
Just gonna take that.
Doop.
What's the
I
rules on
apprehension.
investing multiple cards?
They count as
can-
one. Your deck is the invest. Remember reading?
I
Up
am
to 4.
apprehension.
But so you're allowed to invest multiple cards?
Yeah.
Or can you only have one active at a time?
I can invest in multiple.
Dude,
believe
that's
it's-
bonkers good.
Does anyone want the Eye of Apprehension?
I am not a master in perception.
Oh, I'm a master in perception, sure.
Yeah, but you're rolling bad.
Gives you jitters.
Was it? Sure, I'll take it. Take a consumable.
Poke the gemstones in the stash for later.
Who takes a hold of the card?
Not it.
I did.
You did?
Illustrana did.
Well, as you take a hold of the card,
It's in my inventory already.
the wind begins to pick up all around you. As you feel a familiar sensation of the cards beginning to gather to teleport you away again.
Oh.
What?
Well, I guess that decides that we're going home then.
And I guess there will be a hag there now.
Bye, nice centaur people.
And you appear once again in Harrow Court.
Dodds.
Just stolen fates.
Right there, Dodds. I can see you.
Boop.
No, another one appears.
The two of them kind of look at each other for a couple of moments and like, eh.
Oh, good. Time gets destroyed forwards and back. Excellent.
Hello, you have returned.
Dodds, is there a witch here, a hag here now?
There is indeed a hag here now.
Great. I hate.
Is she
stupid
nice or is she quite unpleasant? Is she bothering our townspeople?
She's mostly just asking for a crystal ball.
Okay.
Doesn't sound very silent, but okay.
Maybe she knows sign language, Bow.
Dodds gestures, yes.
That's still loud if you're able to read it.
I don't know what you were expecting. But yes, she is in the village.
A mute, I believe. Right. Shall we go talk to this silent
Yes.
lady?
Yeah, let's talk to her.
Do we have a crystal ball anywhere? Can we use our monopoly money to buy a crystal ball for her?
I'm walking over to our dwarf. Do you
He
know
is
how to
solo.
like
Walking away from me, though.
work with glass?
I can do some glass. What are you after? Like a glass hammer? Or a glass sword?
Like a glass orb? Like a ball of glass?
Or like a mace? Or a
No,
flail?
just for like a just for looking in.
I'm sorry, I don't-
Wizards, am I right?
Oh, you want to ponder an orb?
Yes, yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, I can probably do one up in a couple of hours.
Okay.
If that's all you're after. I could attach a chain to it.
No, no
Maybe
chain.
handle?
I've
Oh.
I know. We've already had a glass flail in a campaign I've been in.
Okay, but let's get this old lady armed.
I grab some Monopoly money and I bring it to the brass dwarf in payment.
Oh, thank you very much. Now I can
You're-
feed my non-existent family.
You're welcome. And I go back. Well, I've got the brass dwarf working on a crystal orb or a glass orb at the very least. See if that's what she wants.
Yes, bow, as you go to the...
Chucks.
What was that?
Orb chucks.
His eyes go wide. Yes.
Whisper is a caster, you know.
What is a more perfect weapon for a monk witch?
Gunchucks?
Yeah, I assume we headed out to go yap with her.
Go gap with the witch?
Yeah.
She seems like a nice person.
I do not speak sign language. I don't know the
Yeah,
feat
over
for
here.
it.
Now, keep in mind, I am just gonna pull out the first random hag I find.
Okay.
No, make it a special hag just for us.
Make it a special hag? Okay.
I think you should make it that one lightning hag or that one sea hag that I was trying to sex the dragon of.
I like this hag the best. This is my favorite hag.
It's a special one. Look, it was either her or this one. Candy hag? Okay.
Mhm.
Go be standing there.
Hi, hello. We understand that you're in the market for an orb.
She nods her head in affirming.
Is it
And she
like
kind
a
of gestures.
specific orb?
She gestures as if kind of moving her hands over the orb with which to see into.
Mm-hmm. I just look at Bao.
Okay, Granny. What we're making for you special. What's known as orb chucks. Not only will you be able to see into the future, but you'll be able to defend against it too.
It's at this point she opens her mouth to smile, kind of like her eyes going wide with glee. And you see that inside of her mouth is just a gobstopper. And it has like a picture of an eye on the front of it.
Are you good with that, or do you need like help removing it? You're probably good with it, aren't you?
She shrugs, and we see her mouth kind of distend a little bit. And she reaches in and pulls it out a little bit, and it definitely seems attached before putting it back in.
I didn't need any of that.
I loved the shrug of just like, it's living.
She does have an arrangement of cookies on the table as well.
Well, I'm gonna assume that our orb is going to be good enough until we find out otherwise. Do we want to, I don't know, go hunt the rabbit prince? I do know Butonius would love a rabbit hunt.
Granny, you seem like the kind of person who has a variety of sweet treats.
He nods.
Do you have anything that would tempt a rabbit prince?
She taps her chin thoughtfully for a little while before kind of rifling through a crate she has nearby, and she pulls out a candy carrot.
We have our bait.
She kind of goes to pass the carrot to you, but then holds her hand out for payment.
I give her some Monopoly money.
And she is happy with that and passes you the carrot.
God, I love Monopoly money. Also, I check my book now that I'm back in the demi-plane.
Writing has come back to it, but it's better now. Like, this actually feels like a proper book now. The entries are historically accurate now and actually make sense. As if
I know
someone
how to
properly
fix
wrote
our
it.
library, guys.
She sees you looking at the book and kind of gestures with her hands, being like, no. And points to herself. And then points to the book.
Okay.
Read.
No, I think she's saying that she fixed the book.
She gives you a thumbs up.
Well, that's interesting.
And she gestures as if to kind of encompass the idea of secrets and knowledge.
What gesture is that, Matthew?
I imagine it's like a lot of the head, and then like a lot of shushing, and then a lot of the head.
It's a very expansive gesture. Her face contains multitudes.
Okay, well, listen. Please don't cause problems here. Because of, your whole situation. And we will get those orb chucks to you as soon as they're made.
She kind of cocks her head to one side, like, problem?
Don't commit any crimes.
No eating people.
If you
He
want to know
opens
what
up her mouth again, showing that her mouth is absolutely blocked.
Well, if you commit any crimes, the paladins will have to see to it. And I just like look over to the paladins, and I do a little wave.
She just gets out another tray of cookies.
I wave at the paladins.
Well, they'll come stomping over.
Oh, I wasn't waving them over. I was doing like a little hello wave, like a little flirty hello. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Well,
With a flirty hair tuck was included. If we were sitting at a table, you would have been able to see that.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the paladins are capable of receiving flirtations. Well, they could absolutely receive them, but understanding would be a different question. However, hunting the Rabbit Prince? Well,
Oblivious to my advances. That's how I like them.
with that, we actually might go on a 10-minute break.
Okay.
Because it's about the right time. But yeah, you've already retrieved one card. Congratulations.
Great.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be like a whole lot more of an adventure to get a card.
No, look, you picked the one that was just a puzzle.
We just walked down the road.
And we brute forced the puzzle.
Like, there are 6 options. You picked the one that was just a puzzle. Like, the
And an
fights were
optional encounter.
Yes. So you can't blame me for this one.
Cannon will.
Alright, we are just gonna go on a short little 10-minute break. So we can stretch our legs, do all that other fun stuff. I'm probably gonna get another coffee because it's been that kind of day. Otherwise, we will be doing the Twitch things, so running ads, etc. So we hope you can stick around for that. I have not updated the shorts compilation, so I'm probably just gonna keep it off for this break. But we hope to see you back here afterwards. See you then. Hello everyone, and we have returned. I shall get rid of the hag, because that's not what we're doing. But,
Oh.
you want to do the hag?
No, I thought you meant her.
Not that one.
Just gonna leave that alone. What?
She's got a nice dress sense, what can I say?
Leaving the village. I'm going to take you to the overview of your new lands.
Harrow World? Oh,
The
that's a
Harrow
grade.
Court.
That's Hexploration.
Hexploration.
We're in Civilization 5.
We are playing Faria. Good to know.
But yeah, these are your lands. This is the Harrow Court.
So we've
Yeah.
got a desert.
Got the water biome. Got the forest biome. The plains
Strana,
biome.
you have gotten a hero point for the midpoint.
So there is an ice wall.
It's not so much an ice wall as it is a mountain wall. And there definitely seems to be some sort of cloud.
60 miles.
I'd like-
120 miles.
I would like to thank the Kingmaker module for adding the exploration kind of type stuff. But the Rabbit Prince was last seen in the forests over here. It will take you past the carnival, but you can bypass it.
Yeah.
Why are we not going to the carnival?
That would just be another distraction.
Oh, I've been bitten by
So,
awful.
making your way to the forest. What's the plan? You have some bait.
So it's about half the length of Ireland. That's how long.
That's pretty
this
big.
is.
That is pretty big.
These are all your lands.
Everything the light touches.
I was wrong with my estimate from last week.
It's half the length of Ireland.
Northern Ireland or Ireland?
Ireland. The island.
Of Ireland.
Okay, so I'm thinking we put the bait in, like, if there's a forest clearing or something, and then we hide, Petunia stays in the air, Rabbit Prince comes down, nature takes its course.
That sounds like a great plan to me.
All right. Well, this is a group skill check.
Are we doing this on a new day?
You will be doing this on a new day,
Wonderful, I can get spells for this then.
if you so wish.
You have spells? I thought
Wait,
you were a marshal.
I am a marshal. I'm a marshal with a spell book. Call
Like
me,
a magus? What is this?
call me Magoose.
So weird. Immersion broken. So, who wants to do what?
Illustrana will do an acrobatics check to do an awesome dive out of the air when the Rabbit Prince appears and grab him.
All
with-
right.
With Butonius.
We'll get that
That's what
acrobatics check.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And bow.
I will do a forest lore check to find the perfect place for this ambush.
You have forest lore?
I do!
Okay. Roll it.
Oh wait, there should have been a +2 to that, so that should be 30.
And Korga.
Hang on, I'm getting spells for these. I will use nature to conceal our presence, as to make it look like we have not disturbed a location.
All right. Well,
Do you want me to roll something for Whisper? Because I have something for Whisper if you want it.
I mean, if you want to roll for Whisper, I'll take your critical failure.
Whisper is going to set up like the snare using thievery, like set up like a little trap.
Okay. That makes sense. Obvious trap, carrot in the center.
Jesus Christ!
Like I said, I'll take a critical failure.
Whisper has a hero point.
Ah. What?
Yeah, Matt, I am a coward. Okay.
Bow.
Hey.
You stop by finding a nice clearing within the forest, and you're pretty sure you find one by a pond that looks a little bit deeper than it probably should be.
Uh-huh.
Someone's gonna give us a sword out of that.
They better not.
You don't want a sword?
No, I got a cool stick.
No, that is very true.
Illustrana would take a sword.
And Kogar, you were kind of hiding everyone within nature itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Petonius. There we go. Now, Illustrana, I know you're mounted
Mounted.
because you're going to be doing a cool dive bomb.
Cool
Whisper
dive bomb.
will set up the trap with the candied carrot as all of you kind of hide within the underbrush. Pogar, I imagine you're using something akin to the Oasis spell to kind of keep you all hidden.
Sure.
Or an effect similar to that.
It's a spell. I'm trying to find spells good for this. It's very difficult.
It doesn't have a token attached to it.
Oh, that's just a guy.
Vanishing tracks, dude.
Why is he
A
like that?
weird looking guy.
You don't like it?
I don't like him.
If a rabbit wore shoes, is that how a rabbit would wear shoes?
All right, we're gonna delete that. But
Hooray!
Okay.
Oh, you've made a big mouth.
Oh.
Like, I know that's his weird tunic, but the way with the belt, it just makes him look like he's wearing basketball shorts.
he might be Donald Ducking. You don't know.
I hate that more. Thanks.
But what is it? Winnie the Poohing?
So he put on a cape, but he couldn't put on pants.
He emerges from the underbrush and begins to make his way towards the trap.
Okay.
He seems
Spell that I've used.
kind of dubious about the carrot, but also seems phenomenally curious. And as he makes his way over, Illustrana, dive bomb?
Yep.
I can't even
Hawk's
see the
gonna
guy.
Dive on him.
Yeah, they don't have a token for him, so you're just getting the picture for now.
Oh. Matt, is he? Yeah, no, he's definitely within 120 feet of me.
Oh, absolutely. So, dive bomb, going for claws?
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, you've already done your successful check for this. So, you will grab the rabbit prince within your claws.
Oh, radical. I've got him.
Putting back up into the air, or?
Yep.
Can
Oh,
you do
God!
that?
What are you doing?
Well, we caught you.
Yeah, you absolutely have.
Yeah,
Are you gonna drop
So-
me?
if you behave, no.
Okay, how do I behave? What behavior
Don't
do you
like-
want for me to not get dropped?
Do not attack my bird. Frankly, we just heard that it was a challenge around here. We're the rulers of the Harrow Court currently. You know, we've got
you're the new
Mob.
rulers. You're the new rulers.
I am.
Oh!
Custodians.
At the very least,
Custodians, Bal. Custodians.
we've got the cards.
Well, could you put me down, please?
Well, we were told it was sort of like a challenge to catch you, and I don't know if we have to bring you back for that challenge to be complete.
Yeah, no, you caught me.
Okay.
As you're kind of like 120 feet up in the air.
I start slowly spiraling down.
The prey animal that has never, the anthropomorphized prey animal in the claws of a giant version of its natural predator.
Yeah. So you have some sort of boon for us?
Well, I can give. Would you like a weapon?
Sure.
What weapon would you like?
It's not pre-provided.
Sorry.
stick.
Let me calm down. He kind of. Do you let him go from the claws?
Yeah, I'll let him go.
He sits down on a rock and kind of.
Butonius is very sad about it, and I just am like petting him, and I'm like, "Don't worry, we'll get you a cow, a nice, tasty cow."
A nice fresh cow for the giant bird. Ooh.
That rocks.
I have not had. Just putting it out there, I've not had some good experiences recently.
What with beef?
Well, no, like last time I actually met actual people. I was in like this weird theme park thing. Really weird. Not a
Why were
fan.
you there? What were you doing?
I'm not
What, at
100% sure. But
Okay.
as you. Anyway, it was kind of creepy. And there was a guy there, and. Anyway. So, hello! I am the Rabbit Prince. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances as the new rulers of the Harrow Court.
Nice to meet you.
Now, the boon I have for you is a magic weapon, should you want it. And he kind of offers the broken sword handle.
I'll take it.
Well, what weapon would you wish? Any weapon you can think of.
Any weapon I can think of? Matt.
A star gun.
Just because.
Star gun. Level 20 star gun.
Level 20 star gun.
Within
I
reason.
assume this is a specific. I assume this is like a specific magic item that's gonna take on the shape of whatever weapon I want.
A +2 striking weapon.
Oh,
Even
it's just
greater
a
striking?
+2 striking weapon.
Let me double check.
We're level 12 now.
Does it not have like any special effects?
A +2 striking weapon. I'm going to make it greater striking though, because I think this was you could have done this last level.
Gunchucks.
Yeah, gunchucks.
Gunchucks?
Gunchucks.
Would you like gunchucks?
Gunchucks.
Gunchucks.
Sure.
See,
Everyone.
I believe
Everyone over my
Whisper
shoulder
actually would
is
want
just
gunchucks.
going gunchucks.
Well, like,
He's-
okay, if it has to be a weapon, because otherwise I'd say monkey's fist.
No,
No,
you-
monkey's paw. That's what it's called.
You wouldn't want to have to deal with the monkey that it came from.
Because anything
No,
like a rabbit,
nothing?
then it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Let's not talk about my feet. So, gunchucks? Do they even exist? He kind of closes his eyes and thinks for a moment. They actually exist. Okay, he kind of gestures towards the sword handle you're holding, and it begins to shift and change. Before you know it, you are holding a set of gunchucks.
I feel bad about that now, because, like, I don't know who can use gunchucks.
Whisper.
Whisper.
Well, Whisper can use them. Plus, I didn't want a fresh new weapon. I was just gonna pokeball the rune over
No,
to one of my other
I know that
weapons.
works.
Wow. And the Rubber Prince is like, yeah, okay. So they exist.
I've got emotional attachment to Charger's Pride.
Hey man, you don't seem to be doing that well out here. Do you want to come back with us to the actual village part of here?
Well, no, I actually do pretty fine out here. It's just, when I get hunted by giant birds of prey.
You were wicked easy to catch.
I mean, I super
easy.
wasn't. What's the... He kind of holds the carrot. Like, what's with this?
Butonius is just pruning himself proudly.
Like, who makes a
Preening.
candy carrot?
The silent hag.
Like, I
Apparently.
absolutely saw the trap. Yeah?
Yeah.
But I was like, it's
still
fine.
managed to fall into it.
Well,
It doesn't make things better.
Once again, it wasn't the trap I fell for. I knew that was a trap. It was the bird in the sky I was not expecting. The biggest bird we get around here is a nightingale.
So, do we think he would have expected the lignify? I was absolutely going to turn him to wood.
Oh.
What's
Like-
lignify?
Lignify is like petrify, but it turns people to wood.
Lignify D's not anywhere.
Thank you, Nick. So yeah, no, I'm good with the forest.
Yeah. It's just
Like, I don't rule this demi-plane. All of you rule the demi-plane, but this
Oh,
is
we
kind of my area. Like,
okay, so nothing big comes in here?
well, not yet.
Neat.
Feel like we could do with some more diversity. More large creatures.
Why'd you have
There is
in
the
mind?
giant bird
Dogs.
card.
Summon large birds.
Can it not be birds? Looking over to Betonius.
The bird that pruned
you could
itself.
almost swear that Butonius is smiling, despite the fact that Butonius has a beak.
How about a possum? Would a possum be okay?
No, giant
crash.
giant sugar gliders are terrifying.
As a giant opossum just kind of comes out from the forest.
Ah!
I love them.
Are we talking Australian ones or
opossum.
American ones?
Oh, possum.
Scream at Omass.
Oh, good. Radical. The ones with the rat tail.
Our possums are also awful. They make horrible sound.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Try and eat my fruit.
So, new demi-plane. How you all doing? This is all pretty new for you mortals.
Have
Yes,
you been here
going
before? Were you here when the demi-plane last existed, about 10 years ago?
Yes. We were living quite happily there for hundreds of years, but these things happen, I guess. I'd
Do you
rather
know
not
what
fall into
happened?
non-existence. Adventurers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Adventures happened?
Yeah.
What do you
And do you know
mean by
why all of a
adventures?
sudden the cards are sort of scattered about again?
Well, first things first. The adventurers? They were chasing someone. They found the person. There was a scuffle. Someone died. The entire place collapsed. It was horrible. Would not recommend. Like, non-existence is horrible.
There's a big moon there. He's very angry. A lot of meat.
I can only take so much meat sweats. I'm only supposed to eat vegetables. Yeah.
Hmm. What would Protus's vegetarian option be?
As for these new cards,
Sad
they're
cabbage.
very new cards. Someone made them. Someone very powerful made them.
Do you know whom?
His eyes roll back into the back of his head,
Okay.
and you see him go from kind of looking like a rabbit to more like a hare, as if he's tapping into ancient primal knowledge.
I'm scared.
And he kind of snaps back and goes, "Not quite.
Okay.
No, I was starting to get something, but then they pushed me out.
Great.
Who was they?
It was definitely a they. There were multiple figures there.
Okay.
How many?
Multiple?
Like 4? Was it 4?
Maybe?
Was it 3?
Say you had an eye for numbers.
It was a coven of wizards. That's what I think.
Look,
Covered of
wizards.
wizards.
Wizards are usually behind this kind of thing.
It's a wizard.
Can we just make that canon now? Wizards can't be in covens, but they can be in cupboards.
A cupboard of
usually-
wizards?
Apologies.
A cupboard of wizards.
What is the actual name for a group of wizards?
A college.
Really?
Probably.
I have no idea.
Could be
School.
accurate.
I think it's just a group.
A convention.
So, I don't like. Look, don't get me wrong. I like being brought back into existence. Existence is great. However, I'm not.
You've mentioned non-existence is quite horrible.
Especially for someone like me. I like to dash about the place. I don't particularly like the fact of being bound to a card.
Were you not before?
No. We just kind of manifested from the ideas of the cards.
Huh.
Ooh.
But no, now I'm absolutely bound to that thing.
So the cards are new.
The cards are new. Well, at least those ones. Jeez.
The magic item cards are new.
So you wouldn't really know how things work now, would you?
What do you mean? I know you're the rulers,
No.
so I'm supposed
Custodians.
I'm supposed to follow any rules you say within kind of my purview, but
There's a group of portals that we can travel through
yeah,
extensively to obtain new cards.
okay.
The portals seem to be relatively random as to their working.
Well,
Okay.
they pop us out near a card of the suit associated with the portal.
But not like a specific. You can't say, I'd like to go here, and that's where you'll go. We're probably being hunted by some kind of card collector. And I'm just trying to figure out why.
Oh, so that's what this feels like.
It's probably not just one card collector, yeah?
Your
Someone
move.
sent assassins after us for no apparent reason.
Assassins for cards? Okay. Weird
Right.
flex. That said, they're pretty powerful. I mean, like I said, they bound me to one.
Yeah, your card's pretty lame though.
Hey!
Which one of us has his card?
Bow.
Yeah, I'll just come over with the card in hand and just sort of pat him on the back and it's just like, no, it's true.
Oh. Like, could I at least get do? Are you faster while holding my card?
Nope.
Like, can you jump about a bit better? Do backflips
No.
and stuff?
Your card represents the unreliability of hand-to-hand combat.
So just use your hands.
He kind of manifests his sword handle again and goes, "How is this unpredictable?"
I assume it was one stage not like that.
Like,
Are we right?
Yeah.
let's be honest, man, we didn't even fight. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, no, this is kind of a king's quest or a god quest. You know, you have to do the thing.
God calling.
Please don't god call me. Please don't.
But as I was alluding to, I'd understand people hunting us down for the ability to have their own demiplane and exit it wherever they want in the world. That's a very powerful tool.
Yeah. No, that's actually pretty amazing.
That's not what we have.
Well, okay, consider this. If you're a wizard with the ability to kind of teleport yourself around the world, it doesn't really matter where you get dropped, you can just go wherever you want.
Well, if you were a wizard, you could make your own demi-plane. You wouldn't need to borrow someone else's.
A little bit more difficult.
And that's you yourself. That's not you and your army.
Also, a very good point. Like, from what I can tell, your village is, like, populated with people. Like,
They're not real people. They're sort of fake people.
Like you.
oh, carrots. It's real enough. They have thoughts, they have feelings. They might be temporary, but they're still thoughts and feelings.
Most people are temporary.
If you cut them, do they not bleed?
I wouldn't know. I have not gone cutting our villagers.
That would be sociopathic, and I wouldn't recommend it.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. Imagine being forced into someone's brain to do that. It's great fun. Anyway.
Okay.
He's got some things he's working through.
Yeah, listen, it's been great, bud, but we're gonna head back to civilization now, I feel.
That's fine. Look. If you need anything that you think I might be able to help with, I can assist you. I can, however, tell you that once you get enough cards, and you're gonna ask me how I know this, I don't know, and that bothers me.
Yeah, it bothers me too, don't worry.
Yeah. You'll be able to transport to different places on Golarion.
I mean, we can already do that.
Yeah, but...
Like specific ones?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. See, now it's starting to make more sense. Thank you.
Like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But, you know...
Sure. Well... And I just, like, slap both my knees.
If you find
While
whoever
standing?
did this... Hey, if you find whoever did this to me, if you could kind of give him like a right hook for me. Because
Oh, and here I thought you wanted us to give them a broken sword hilt.
Well, no, then you'd have mine. I can see you're considering coming back.
Hey, real quick, how lucky are your feet?
I mean, there's a reason I wear boots.
Cut them off.
Not,
Just kidding.
not
Just
going
kidding.
to do that
Just
now.
kidding. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding.
That would be sociopathic, as we've discussed.
And we wouldn't want that now, would we?
I mean, clearly they're not lucky enough to keep, so.
We're gonna fly back, I assume.
Fly back? Alright.
Ooh, do we want to stop by the carnival on our way back home? It's on the
No.
way. Do you want to go grab another card?
Do you want to fly over the carnival?
I'll fly over the carnival.
Check
Check it
your
out.
perception check,
Bye-bye.
Illustrano.
I'm on high.
It looks
5.
like a pretty normal carnival. You're pretty sure.
There we go.
It looks like a pretty normal carnival on kind of a skim. But as you look a little bit closer, you notice that all the clowns and the other carnies are all undead.
Oh god.
And the presumed ringleader or lead carnival, the lead carny.
Ringmaster.
Thank you. Looks like a zombie dragon.
Oh god. Not again. We killed you. What? Oh my god. A bunch of undead. Hate undead.
I'm guessing you don't
A
fly down
lich
to tell
killed
them.
my bird.
Well. Returning back to Harrow Court. Dodds welcomes
think-
you back.
We can all agree that when we get the owl, we're sending him to go bother the rabbit prince.
Wow. Mean. Jeez.
He needs to get over his fear of birds.
Can I go give like Butonius scritches?
Aww.
Butonius enjoys it.
So, welcome back. Did you enjoy the forest?
Not really.
Did you
It's fine.
Did you catch the rabbit prince?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
wicked easy.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. A little bit surprising actually, but good work.
Thanks, Dodds.
You're quite
Do we want
welcome.
to try just for another
Yeah.
card? You know,
Yeah. Someone else pick.
let's do hammers.
Get hammered. I mean,
Me
what?
and my friends would have killed ET with hammers, I tell you what.
Well, let's take you back to the arches then. You
Let's-
have no
let's
tokens with
peek
visions on this field.
through the hammer.
Hammer leads to what looks like heaven. That's my guess.
Like heaven to touch.
I think that's heaven. Nirvana.
Yeah, the original
Yeah,
map, they all went to the plains.
Yeah. Feywild. Mechanicus.
Now, as you return to the 6 arches, you notice that the one for the star has actually closed. There is no actual active portal there now.
Oh, so the publican's not through there then.
I mean, it probably is. It's just we have to get
We have to do them one at a
something from
time,
somewhere
probably.
else.
I see.
Dodd says, or someone is in possession of the publican. If that is the case, then you will have to take it from them. Would you look at that? My knowledge is increasing.
I thought you said last time that if someone were to be in the possession, it would teleport us near them.
See, I'm not quite sure, but I'm getting the feeling that if a person is holding multiple cards, that it kind of strengthens.
Wild. I'm just sort of looking through this portal.
Looking through.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Hammers.
Hammers.
Hammer
Strength.
time.
Hammers is the one that you have the card for.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to get hammered?
As you look through the
you never
portal,
know.
you see a forest dominated by a lot of fallen trees.
Okay.
From your perception check, I can tell you that this is probably not Keonan,
Okay.
but if you want to do a nature check, or if someone else wants to do a nature check,
Korgar, do you recognize these trees?
Ah, let me come have a look. Do I recognize these trees, Matt?
You absolutely do. These trees
I'd like you to take a look at what I just used again, please.
Gaming.
That would be a 39.
39.
Yeah.
You absolutely recognize these trees. You've seen them in some of your playing cards. There was a set that was released a while back ago, and it was all kind of about Arcadia, and you could pick up like the star guns.
Excuse me?
And the spark guns, and you could kind of like equip them to your hero characters, and they get like the power-ups and stuff like that.
Oh, I love myself some Caldamash's Lament. Great card.
But that was a couple of seasons ago at this point. But you still recognize the trees from the area.
They've been power crept by the recent.
Yeah, the God's Fall set is kind of, people are already starting to say that's a little bit overpowered, and they're probably going to get banned in future seasons. But it'll be fine for off-play and Legacy. But you do recognize these as the Deadshot Lands of Arcadia.
Yes, please. Let's go.
But you're a druid. Druids don't use guns.
Yeah, but Arcadia's just cool.
Yeah,
We've already
that's
got
fair.
guns, so you got gun chucks, the coolest type of gun.
The coolest
Correct.
type of
Star
guns.
guns are the coolest type of gun.
Yeah, no, look. Poor guys got you there.
They aren't even real guns. They're basically glorified magic wands.
And?
Suddenly, Illustrana is enemy number 1 for all of Arcadia. But you may go through the portal when you're ready.
Illustrana somehow being more hated than humans. Well, Aridin.
We want that.
Button!
Me and my bird did not make it through.
That's okay, I can drag you over. Whisper made it.
Whisper made it.
Illustrano. And then we'll go...
I have no vision of this new land. I'm still stuck in the 6 arches.
That's okay. We're about to activate it.
Oh, goody.
There's some sandbags or grain bags. Some sort of bags.
As you kind of get
Axe.
a bit closer, no, that's a little bit too close.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
It explodes and I die horribly.
Oh, wow.
A lot of birds.
Looks like a murder happened.
As you get closer, Illustrana and Co. Sorry. You notice that there's a whole bunch of Tengu kind of just huddled in behind this fallen tree with the sandbags. And they're all pretty startled to see you kind of appear behind them.
Hello.
Greetings and
I say,
salutations.
and Talden.
One of them actually does respond in Talden. No, okay. It's fine.
Is it the cool assassin one? There's a
Up on the-
staircase
something
on
like
him.
Stairs.
It's fine, don't worry about it. We're just gonna move him there.
Enhance.
Stepping
Alright.
up to my bird.
Enhance. Yo, he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
sick.
Oh, he looks sick as hell.
he kind of sneaks up to you, and you get the feeling that he is pretty adept at doing the stealthing. The ninja star helps.
Same, bro.
It's Bad Bird and the nasty ninja crows.
Is it Tengu that use the temple swords?
They use any sword.
No, it's a Gale Blade, isn't it?
Yeah, they use the
advanced
Tengu
weapon.
Gale Blade.
Hello? Could you... He kind of gestures for all of you to get a little bit closer to the ground.
Butonius squats a little. Illustrana does not get off.
I'll get down low and ask what's going on in Arcadian.
You know Arcadian?
Yeah.
He switches to Arcadian and goes, "Wait, you're local?"
Oh, no, I've just been here before.
Oh, okay. Well, we're currently trying to escape. It's not super going well.
What are you escaping from?
Demons, mostly.
I love demons. By love, I mean hate them.
The one on the bird, she knows everything about demons.
Wait. Do you know where you are?
No.
Well, welcome to Helana and the benevolent Windborn Theocracy.
Okay, those words sound good.
Oh, the Windborn Theocrats, they summon demons to keep the people oppressed. We're trying to fight back, but it's not going super great.
Okay.
You did say benevolent, right?
Yeah, but he said benevolent in that eye-rolling way of, like, they're not benevolent, that's just what they call themselves.
Like the People's Democratic Republic of Korea.
Hey, Illustrana, demon summoners. Not these guys. These guys are trying to escape the demon summoners.
Where? Let me kill them.
He points up into the sky.
Oh, I love fighting in the sky.
Where there is some absolute cloud cover.
This sounds so fun.
This is gonna sound weird. We're looking for a magical card. Has anything extraordinarily weird happened in the last few days?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Can Illustrana aid with just how excited she is to kill demons?
Absolutely.
+2.
Well, one of the local commanders has been a little bit too good at his job recently.
Can you be a little more specific?
That just drops from the sky. And he kind of looks back up to the sky, and the clouds are quickly departing in a way that is supremely not natural. Revealing a bright open sky. And unfortunately, that usually says that he's nearby.
Great.
Oh, let me kill him.
Now look.
Do we see anything that's in this parting cloud cover, Matt?
Give me a perception check. Everyone can do this perception check.
Illustrana's got her cold iron machete out. She's so excited.
Ready to cut a bitch. Whispers too intrigued by the gunchucks.
I mean, could you blame her?
No?
Illustrious Demon Slayer, what is their elemental weakness?
Depends on the demon.
Well, do we spot anything, Matt?
1 second. You do actually see something. Where is he? There we go.
Oh, he's super wrinkly and gross. I hate it.
Hey
guys, see something you like?
Kind of not hovering, but flying as high up in the sky as they possibly can, are a group of these creatures. Illustrana, I'm not going to make you roll for this. These are known as rocks.
Yeah, I can see the little thing at the top left of the picture.
There you go. No elemental weaknesses. Cold iron, as you'd expect. Holy,
Yep.
as you would expect. Resistant to electricity.
Well, they resist electricity.
How far up in the air are they, Matt?
Like 100 feet, maybe more.
Oh, God. Okay.
Poor Garg gonna
So,
drop
no-
just
no-
a fireball.
Well,
No fireball. So what I'm hearing is fireball.
I mean, yes.
Look,
A little bit of magic artillery.
the fields ahead of us are tall grass. If you can cover us, we can get across.
We'll do our best.
Is that in Arcadian?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not even. Yeah, so I'm just shooting them without even asking.
You're absolutely gonna fireball?
Yeah.
Seeing
Okay,
that fireball
level
go
damage.
off, Illustrana would take to the skies.
Hey guys, go now.
Oh god!
Oh wait, I can chain lightning them.
They're resistant to electricity.
Oh right, that's right. That has been mentioned. I was just looking at the range of chain lightning and like
One of these.
that's
these-
also
these
500
look
feet.
Like the other.
So
No, I
what you're
think
talking
my-
about.
I think my mistake here was going with fireball instead of howling blizzard.
You can hit us from up here? Oh god.
Our air superiority means nothing.
Yeah, they should have been 65 miles up in the air.
The ridiculous range on some spells, honestly. Well, Illustrana, you take to the air
Yeah.
as Korgar throws a fireball.
Yep.
We're gonna do that reflex save for all of them.
Sweet. Wait, what?
Everyone's decently amongst all that.
Who is Zashuvin and why did they get hit by this?
That's Zashuvin.
Would you like a bigger picture?
Maybe.
Guess.
Whoop.
I assume Zashuvin is like a special rock
Definitely a special kind.
Yeah, I think he
with nipples.
he won the Vrock genetic lottery there,
He got nipples.
but he don't got arms.
So Vashuan takes nothing. Who critically
So he's a
failed?
bat.
He did.
Hmm.
The Batman.
Be terrible.
And you three take half damage. You send the fireball up into the air, Korgar, and it explodes. The more powerful looking one there's not really a better way to say it, kind of barrel rolls out of the way. And Illustrana, you're taking to the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And as they start to make their way towards you, our dear rebels take the opportunity to start making their crossing.
Guess I'm rolling nature for it.
You can roll nature for initiative if you like, but let me actually start the fight first. You can add yourself to initiative now.
Dice, go! Why do we even have... It seems like it's a great feat, and then you realize most combats don't start with you within 30 feet of something.
On the combat? Oh, let me get Whisper.
Now, Illustrana. You're going to be taking on some of these rocks in the air.
Yeah.
But it's as the rebels start to make their way across the field that we notice other Tengu kind of pop up. Obviously, kind of, they were waiting in ambush. But now that someone's kind of hit their commanders, they understand that it's time to open fire. And I'll show you this one.
Yo, that looks cool.
Dude, he's got a sick gun thing.
I know, it's a bird mouth for a gun. That's incredible.
He is holding some sort of strange beast-like gun.
Like, on one hand, yes, that's cool. On the other hand, can you imagine a person doing that and their gun is just a person's face?
Yeah, a lot of people have done that throughout history.
Yeah.
I hate
They usually just have, like, big mouths and go, raw.
Gross.
How?
I will say, Beast Gunner, disappointing archetype.
Yeah.
People have made improvements to it. I think Team Plus, for their Archetypes Plus book, made some additions to it. I'm not 100% sure.
Team Plus
it's not what you want it to do. It's just Arcane Archer, but for guns. And that's not what I want when I want to be a Beast Gunner.
Well, what do you want when you want a Beast Gunner?
I want to be really good at using beast guns.
She really, really wants to zigga.
I don't want to cast spells.
So a dedication in which you learn like the blueprints for a couple of them, and you increase the DC to either your spellcasting or class DC, whichever is higher.
Yeah, that sounds way cooler.
If you want to be my archetype slot,
well,
gotta get with Beam.
Illustrana, as you take to the sky to engage with the rocks. Bao, what are you doing? As the situation is quickly escalating.
Which way are the Tengu going to be running?
The Tengu are going to be running across the open field.
But like straight across or up?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I'm probably going to move them a little bit to the south, so it's... I will rearrange the battlefield for next week.
I'll do my best to head in the direction so that I am between the rocks and the fleeing civilians.
Civilians probably a big word.
Listen,
they are carrying freights of weapons.
Yeah. Civilians gotta eat, it's fine.
Civilians gotta eat weapons.
They got a rebellion to supply, jeez.
All the guns you can eat.
God. All that said, we are out of time for tonight. We've got about 3 minutes left in the session, but I don't really want to start a combat when we're just going to have to duck off.
Can you
Enough
roll
time for Matt to
enemy
roll
initiative? Thank you. I
enemy
know
initiative?
where I'm going. Yeah.
So that
okay.
Sam knows which target he's shooting spells at.
Well, let's roll the NPCs. Psychro. Did I accidentally pick him up twice? I did.
God damn it.
Someone rolled a 20. When you done, Foundry?
He also rolled a 20. He also rolled a 30 set. Oh, he'll just eat first enemies.
Which is I delete these ones without actually looking at them.
By the way, are these Tengu, do they look like enemies to our Tengu?
They absolutely look like they're in, like, fascist uniforms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that, but I didn't want to assume that, like, the cool arm patch uniform was fascist.
Nah. No, absolutely evil. You're good to go.
Yeah. Good.
What's
Radical.
evil, Matt?
It's...
Unholy.
Well, I mean, he's associating with demons, so
Yeah, pretty much.
that's actually a fair classification.
Yeah.
Are these guys a troop?
I'm
do
probably
they get
going to
initiative?
convert them into a troop.
Okay. Oh,
Because one of the things with this particular encounter, when I first read it, I was like, this is going to be perfect for Illustrana. And then I was like, wait, this is going to be perfect for Illustrana.
Ah.
I
What
can't
do you
run
have-
this exactly as it has it in the book.
I mean,
What do you have
was
against
gonna-
it being perfect for me?
Nothing. I just have to re-engineer the combat encounter slightly.
I mean, I was gonna transform into dragon and go kung fu.
You were the other consideration? Because I know aerial form was at least on your list.
Now dragon form it.
So Illustrana and Korgar the dragon are going to be attacking Vrox. This is actually going to be awesome. I'm super looking forward to it.
Incorrect, depending on what those Tengu are doing and if they're susceptible for chain lightning. If they're a troop, they're not getting chain lightning. I'm not wasting that spell on them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But we are going to call the session there. And I believe Dwarf is doing his community night.
He's still in Dungeons and Dragons mode.
Really? Still? Huh. Make him monsters. That's fun. But we are going to raid into him. He's fun, people. But thank you all for joining us. But as our players have claimed yet another card and have improved their new lands ever so slightly, the mystery does kind of deepen as to who was behind these cards and who crafted them originally. But as they kind of make their way to a new one, they find themselves embroiled in some sort of dispute between Tengus and demons, and with their enemies firmly in sight, and as our heroes take to the skies. If you want to find out what happens, you will have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time for Stolen Fate for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, presented by Tabletop Obscura. Powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Michael Gelfi. The VOD for this will be up within about 48 hours. Sorry, I got dry throat. But we are going to be raiding into the Dwarf Down Under. Be sure to check out Black Powder Magic and Plot. It's currently a little bit further up in the list, or in the chat, so easily findable, easily seeable. Otherwise, be sure to check me out on all the socials so you can keep up to date with everything I'm doing and everything I'm up to. Thank you, G-Wizzer! Otherwise, let's get that raid going. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Thank you all for showing up.
And I love Pathfinder.
So fun.
I hope players are enjoying the adventure path so far.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I love it. I love riding a flying bird. So cool.
Well, all that said, I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we're the storytellers. Good night, everyone!
Good night.